you how many emails I've received where it starts off with, hey boo, or hey sis. I'm like, if you've been emailing and DMing stylists all around town but you hear nothing back but crickets, then this video is for you. Chances are you've looked over your resume a million times, same with your email, and you still hear nothing back. So there must be a reason why you're not getting a response. So it's probably going to be one of these reasons that I'm going to explain to you in just a moment. But first, let's go over where to even find stylists to assist. The first thing you want to do is pinpoint exactly what type of styling you want to gain experience in. There's so many options. So if you don't know where to start, I made a video breaking down the different types of styling career paths right here. You should go ahead and click on and check that out. And then you can go from there and decide what type of styling you want to pursue at this very moment. So let's say you want to work for magazines. You're going to find an editorial stylist. Or maybe you want to gain experience in the film and TV space, find a stylist there. You can go on IMDb and see who does wardrobe for your favorite shows and contact them. Or maybe you want to assist a celebrity stylist. Some celebrities tag their stylists, but not all of them. So what you can do is use social media to your advantage and find them through the celebrity stylist hashtag. If you want to assist an editorial stylist, just look at the credits and it's going to tell you who styled those features. You can also find stylists through their agencies. So the top agencies for stylists right now are the Wall Group and the Only Agency. So what you can do is send them a professional email and you can actually ask them to be put on their assistance list. So whenever one of their stylists on their roster needs somebody, maybe last minute, you're going to be on that list of candidates. So yes, that's the thing. If you're interested in assisting a stylist in the TV space, pay attention to the credits after the show. They always list who does wardrobe, and what you can do is get that person's name, Google them, and find their contact information. Or another thing you could do is go to imdb.com, which is the Internet Movie Database, and find their contact information through there and reach out. Whatever type of stylist you do decide to assist, make sure you come correct with a professional email and your resume. I've received some emails from people that clearly was sent out to 10 other stylists, and they were just trying to see who caught the bait. Those generic messages do not fly. I mean, that's an instant thank you next. Now let's move on to the contents of the actual email. And notice I said email and not DM. You always want to be as professional as possible straight out the gate. I know fashion might seem fun, you know, the fashion shows and hanging out with celebrities, but at the end of the day, it is very much still a business. If the stylist you want to assist is pretty active on Instagram, chances are they're going to have their contact information in their bio, so make sure you use it, because when you have a business profile, they automatically put your contact information in there, so it's easy for people to reach out to you. So look in the bio first. If it's not there, then get to Googling. If you reach the 10th page of Google and you still can't find any contact information on this person, then you want to go and slide in the DMs, because you know when you even reach the second page of Google that you're desperate. So you're going to want to look there first. Now let's get into this email. So you want to keep this email as short and sweet as possible. They do not have time to read your life story. So you want to greet the stylist by their name first and foremost. And you might think, okay, why is she telling me this? Like, this is obvious. It's not for a lot of people. I can't tell you how many emails I've received where it starts off with, hey boo, or hey sis. I'm like, no, that's instantly going in my trash. I mean, professionalism is key. I've gotten hired just based off of my emails and the way I write. One of my stylist friends actually recently got an email from someone, and it started off like, hola, like, people be too casual these days. Like, what? What makes you think that's okay? Like, I guarantee you wouldn't even try that in another industry. I think it's because it's the fashion industry that people think they could just get away with talking any old type of way, and that's not the case. Honestly, as a stylist, the styling is like 10% of the job. The majority of the job is communications with other people. I'm constantly sending emails to publicists, agents, supervisors, producers, depending on what type of styling I'm working on at the moment. So yes, email professionalism is something that we definitely take into consideration. If you approach me so casually, then I can't trust you to be professional with my contacts. I've personally gotten some crazy messages like you wouldn't even believe. One that stands out in my mind right now is this one girl. She sent me an email with 22 polyvore attachments. I wish I was making this up. Another girl just simply sent her resume in the email body with no other context. No hi, my name is this, nothing. Just boom, here's my experience. Another moment where I'm just like, am I being pumped? Like, do people actually do this? They do. And I could do a video just on my crazy emails, but we're not talking about that today. So always be sure to send a short message with your email. Don't just send a resume and cover letter with no context. I have to mention this because it's happened to me on numerous occasions, and I'm like, one, who are you? And two, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, there's no other context in this email. I don't even know your name. I've even gotten resumes from people who have nothing fashion related on their resume, which honestly, it's fine. I think this one girl, she had babysitting experience, and I'm like, if you can articulate how the skills that you learned in that role can transfer to being a valuable asset on my team, then I'm all ears. But you can't just send a resume like that and have no other explanation, no context, no cover letter explaining why you want to get styling experience or what you can bring to the team. If a stylist puts out a formal job listing where they list out exactly what they're looking for and their desired requirements, use that as a guide to edit your resume. I know you're not sending the same resume to everybody, right? Make sure you're always editing your resume to fit that exact role. Even if it's just small tweaks here and there, do not overcomplicate things for yourself. That means if they said that they're looking for someone to research new clothing brands, do pickups and returns, and keep their studio organized, then this will be a good time to add in your research skills, adding how familiar you are with the area, whether that be LA, whether that be wherever you live, and brag about your organizational skills. Use specific examples. It's all about personalizing your resume to that stylist's needs. With all that said, let's get into what to actually write in this email. So first thing you want to do is introduce yourself. State how you found the opportunity. And again, like I said, do not tell them your life story. Just keep it clear and state your intentions. You could just say, hi, my name is Brittany Diego, or whatever your name is. And I saw on Instagram that you're currently seeking interns and assistants for your team. I would love to submit myself to be considered for that role. But keep it simple and straight to the point. Feel free to also throw in some flattery in there. I mean, it never hurts, just don't overdo it. Mention something that shows that you're actually paying attention to that person that you're reaching out to, not just sending a generic copy and paste message. So you can say something like, I loved your recent editorial in Harper's Bazaar magazine. That red gown was absolutely stunning. You know, let them know that you're actually paying attention to them and that you follow their world. Next thing to do is give me all the vital information so we don't have to go back and forth and play email tags. So let me know right off the bat. I'm available on Tuesdays and Thursdays after 2 p.m. or whatever that might look like for you. We're all busy people and we don't have time to do all that back and forth like, thanks for emailing me, thanks for reaching out. Now, when are you available? No, just let me know right off the bat. Now you should tell the stylist all the information they need to know about you right away. Then end with, I've attached my resume for your consideration. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Boom, that's it. There's no need to go on and on. There's no need to tell your life story. There's no need to explain what you majored in, what you minored in. That's all going to be on your resume, or at least it should be. So no need to be redundant. Side note, make sure that your resume was actually attached to that email, because I have gotten emails where they said, find my resume attached or find this document attached, and it wasn't there. Then I have to decide if I want to go back and forth with this person. Also, I do want to know, if you're applying for an internship or an assistant role, there is no need to send your portfolio. Trying to think of a nice way to say this, but they just don't care. I mean, in this role, understand that you're not going to get a say in what that stylist client wears. You're going to be their support system. This is very much a role where you're just getting your foot in the door. So you're going to be doing a lot of admin work, and you're also going to be doing a lot of grunt work. Steaming racks of clothes, taping shoes, packing suitcases. So at this point, your work isn't going to be taken into consideration. As an intern or an assistant, you're not there to be the stylist. So you're learning the tricks of the trade firsthand. Your opportunity to be the stylist, it will come down the line once you start booking your own jobs. So for now, you're there to support them. So if you're expecting glitz and glamour right away, then you're in for a rude awakening. You're there to learn, and once you prove that you're there for the right reasons, then you'll get to go on the photo shoots and fittings and the fun stuff. It comes later, after you prove that you're not there just to hang around celebrities or just to be seen. Now, that doesn't mean you have to stop working on your portfolio. By all means, I highly encourage you to continuously do test shoots. By doing test shoots, you're building up your portfolio and you're building your contacts. Because just because you were in the room for a photo shoot doesn't mean you get to include it in your portfolio. That's that stylist work. So you have to have your own work to show. The last thing you want to do is put your all into interning with someone, and then an opportunity comes for you to do solo work and you have nothing to show in your own portfolio. So always be working on you. Always be doing test shoots. When I was an assistant and when I was an intern, I was doing test shoots on the weekend, like every weekend. So you got to make the time to do it. Another thing I want to note is to make sure you follow up on your application. They forget to respond to emails. There's definitely been times where I see an email in my inbox and I'm like, okay, I gotta respond to that, and then something happens and then I never see that email again. Maybe I got a call, or maybe my food's burning on the stove. So many things can happen, so make sure that you follow up if you don't hear back within 3 or 4 days or a week. So many people just don't follow up. They send one email, and if they don't hear back, they're like, well, I guess it wasn't meant to be. Do not give up that easy. That's the worst thing to do. So please make sure you stay on top of your communications and send a quick follow-up email reiterating your interest. So there you have it. I I've received so many emails and so many resumes from aspiring stylists, so I've seen a lot of what works and what doesn't. And I also want to know, don't be fooled by what you see on Instagram. Styling is hard work and lots of labor, like physical labor. You're lugging around garment bags that weigh almost as much as you sometimes. So keep these skills in mind next time you apply for a role, and let me know how it goes. Keep me posted. I'll see you guys next week.